Recording. Good morning. We're going to start lying down. Curl up and down. And exhale up and down. So right now we're just waking up our back. Your goal is that all four corners are on the floor, evenly weighted. Your knees are going to be tempted to splay, but you're going to keep the knees over the heels. You'll feel your hamstrings and your glutes wake up. You'll feel your neck soft and your back starting to awaken. Now you're welcome to continue this up and down with your feet, or place your right ankle on your thigh and curl up and down and up and down. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now your other ankle is going to be on your thigh. Curl up. Exhale 2. Exhale 3. Perfect. 4, so you get a little stretch while you're working your leg. 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Perfect. And now take the hands to the feet and pull the knees down, and it's going to feel like your hamstrings are stretching. 5, 4, 3, 2, there. And then the knees are going to be on a table, an imaginary table. Rotation with flexion is going to work the obliques. So your exhale pulling across. You can softly point 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now pull the toes back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now place the head back down on the mat and take your right leg in the air. Now with your right leg in the air, you're going to draw circles. This is going to feel like the abdominals are working because you're keeping the ribs down, but it's a way to work your abdominals without the neck getting involved. So this is also a good backup plan if any of the other abdominals that are supine, traditional supine crunches hurt your neck. Now we're going to go the other way for 10. Just know the bigger the circle, the more your abs have to keep those ribs down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now before we switch sides, keep that leg up and just take a little point and flex here for 10. You're waking up the hamstrings some more stretches. We did a little bit earlier and we're doing it now more. All right, we're going to take that other leg up in hands by your side, circle. 1. The bigger the circle, the more the abs have to keep your ribs down. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the other way. 1, 5, 6. Hug that leg and flex, flex. Feel like your hamstring, but not the knee or the sit bones. All right. We're going to put both legs up and notice how they're glued together. Take your fingertips behind your head.
Lift your shoulder blades. Now try to keep the shoulder blades off the mat as you lower your legs and lift them into 10. You're looking at your belly so that you make sure it stays down. 6, very good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your head and place your hands beside your hips now. This is corkscrew. Keep the legs glued as you go one way. Inhale and vertical. Exhale, circle. Good. Inhale and vertical. Exhale, circle. 3, 4, 5, 6, wonderful. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Wonderful. Now we're going to keep that. You're going to take your hands behind your right leg. Lift up your shoulder blades. We're going to lower with a point and lower with a point. And then we're going to do flex, flex, and then point, point. Good. And you're just going to pull your belly in every time you exhale. All right. So let's do 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more, and then relax your hands to your knees and move the knees like you're stirring a pot. And your thigh is your spoon and your hip is your pot. So you can go the other way. And then leave your head down for a moment and stretch your arms up and your legs up. And then hug like a cannonball. Now a little further away, your arms go back, your legs go forward. And 1 more like that. Now you can do that, or you can lift up your shoulder blades. This is going to be up in the shoulder blades the whole time. You do 10 of these. Double leg stretches, it's called, for your abs. But if that's too hard, go back to the head down, legs and arm vertical variation I showed earlier. And you know that when you stretch out, it's so much harder. So you really have to pull your belly in, because that's a lot of weight away from your belly. 2 more, 1 more, and then hands to your inner ankles and let your knees go wide. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lower your feet down, curl your spine up. Now this time with the bridges, we are going to do a point and flex with one leg in the air, point lower and flex, point and flex. Leave your hips in the same plane, equally lifted off the floor. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower that foot and take the other one. Point flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then lower your foot, inhale, and exhale. Perfect. And we're going to head to the side with your arm underneath your ear. And we'll go up and down. With an exhale, you can lift. And with an inhale, you can lower. Keep going. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now, if you want to add on, you can take that bottom arm and you can feel it lift off the floor, and your top hand can help you a little, kind of like you're making a banana shape. Good. 5,
4, 3, and it's also okay to stay where you were, 2, and just do the doubles. 1. Now, if you want to take 5 banana boats, 5, 4, it's going to work the abs. Good. 3, and I'm adding the bent knee for just a little bit less pull on the back. 2, good. And 1, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to go to the other side. Arm is under your ear. Our exhale is going to do 20 leg lifts. So go up with your exhale and inhale, lower. 2, 3, 4. Feel the waist. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. Do 10 more here and try to keep the neck soft and not rigid. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now you could add on the arm lifting, the torso lifting. You see how my shoulder blades coming off the mat, my shoulder. 3, neck is happy. Make sure it's not stressed. And the neck isn't pulling you up. The abs and the obliques and the QL, that muscle between the rib and the pelvis, are pulling you up. 4 more. 3, 2, another. Now, if you want to add on that exhale, pulls you up banana boat and challenge. Inhale and exhale. 2 and 3. Wonderful. And 4 and 1 more and hold it. So it's going to be 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower your feet, take your knees wide, take a bound angle. Very good. I'm going to face you and just relax your neck and your shoulders. If you need a step, this is a good chance to take it. Relaxing here. Ten. 7. We're going to take an inhale to come back up and let your feet down and put your hands behind you. Now take an inhale and lift up your hips. Now see if you can add on your elbows, bend. 10, 9, lift your hips. 8, good. 7, 6, 5, you're probably looking at your knees. 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Now take your feet long, lift up through your spine, and we're going to take reverse planks, and the fingertips go behind you. The modification is to bend your knees again, otherwise go up. 10, 9, good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, chin tuck just a little, Michelle. 3, good. 2, lower your hips, bend the knees a bit, and roll down and roll up. And what you can do is test how low can you go where your feet don't kick off the floor. Good, Cheryl. And maybe you can go lower. I am going to offer more, so if you need to stay here, do. But if you can, you go all the way back and over your legs. And inhale, good, and fight gravity, right? It's really you controlling your descent. Keep going. I just have to pull up my britches. You may have to as well. These take the britches down. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. Inhale, one more. Now, if you want to keep doing that, you can. If you want to do the partial roll downs, you can. If you want to hinge, make it harder, and then roll back. Inhale, exhale, peel. Leg squeeze is a challenge. Lift up, hinge, roll down. Exhale, pull up, over. Sequence the spine, stack it, hinge, roll down. Two more. Exhale, up. Lift the spine, hinge. One more. Exhale, up. Lift up, hinge. Ooh, very good. And then roll down, full body stretch. I like it. Inhale, stretch. And hands beside you for just a moment. Lift up your legs and add a bicycle ride in the air. So circular. That could be enough because you could feel your abs. Take the feet further away and it's more abs. Add the arms and peel up. And up. Exhale. Now, if this is good enough, you feel like you're getting enough workout, go stay here. Otherwise, cross your arms, glue your elbows to your ribs. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect job. Cross your ankles. This is a trick if you want to get there. So you're sitting crisscross applesauce, hands to the front, step or jump back. Hold your plank, and if you prefer, go down to your elbows. I'm going to tuck in my shirt so you can see that my abs are not dropping. You want to keep that line, ear, shoulder, hip, knee, and hold 10 more. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, turn to your side and hold a side plank for 10. 10. Look, good job. 8, 7, good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to hit the other side. That was great. Elbow down and take your arm up. 10, 9. Make sure your hip is lifted. 6, good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now go to front plank. Elbows down, lift up, curl your toes, and hold again. 10. If you want to add on, push through your toes, drop back through your heels, and 8. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lower your side hip, elbow underneath you, hand to your elbow. Take an inhale. Exhale, add rotation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit the other side. 5, rotation. So your elbow is going to be underneath you. Your hand is on your ear or your head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now go back to your forearm plank, double elbows. So you're going to be more like a normal plank, but we're going to add on a possible dolphin where you lift your hips and then plank. Dolphin and plank. Dolphin and plank. Dolphin and plank. Dolphin. One more. Dolphin and plank. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Now turn sideways. You're doing great. I'm going to take my socks off because we want to do a tree possibly. So if you're going to do tree, your foot can be on your inner thigh or your calf. Go up and hold still. 10, 9, good. 8, 7, 6, 5. And you can lift your hip. 4, 3, 2. Lower with hip, not the shoulder. Other side. Elbow down, vertical, and foot on your inner thigh or your calf, and hold. Good. Hip lifts. 3, 2. Inhale and exhale. Lower your hip with care. Now the next set is going to be a modified push-up. We're going to be doing a fuller push-up in a moment, but just notice, you can even use this as a warm-up for your elbows.
bending, and then you straighten. I know it's easy. What you're doing is just kind of telling your body, I want my shoulder blades down the back. I want to make sure my ribs don't drop. Inhaling and exhaling. My head is not dropping. It's ear in line with the shoulder. Take 2 more before we add on a harder variation. You can also take a rest here, either child pose or puppy pose. Here's child. I'll show puppy too. The next set, if you want to do these on the wall, you sure can. If you would like to take the knees further away from you, you can. And you can also do them on your toes. 2, 3, good. I like how you're listening to your body. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now on the 10th, child's pose or puppy dog pose, take a breather, hold that. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we do a second set of those harder push-ups, either modified or on your toes or on the wall. And you can even make them smaller or just hold a plank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Now, if you're in a child pose, to relax, your elbows can bend and you can pat yourself on the back. 5, and 1. Hands and knees, round your back and lift your sternum. Round and lift. Round and lift. Now, if you want to make this harder, curl your toes, lift your knees, cat cow. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Round and 4, 3, 2, 1. And now your hands and your knees are on the mat. You're going to lift up your toes, all of them. Now, see if you can lift up your right arm and your left leg. Draw your elbow to your knee. If this is too hard, put your right toes back down. Exhale your elbow to your knee. Stretch, but without lifting your hip higher than the other one. 3, your hips stay level. 4, I'm going to look at you for a moment. 5, good. 6, and if you want it harder, tuck your chin and look at that knee. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the other side, I'm just turning so you can see me. Left arm and right leg out, toes off, round. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. All right. 9, and 10. Now, if you put your hands and knees down, you find your little table again, lift up your left leg and your right hand finds it. If that doesn't work though, just reach out and hold. So if you can, hold your foot, press into the foot, your right toes are down, open up the shoulder, open up the hip. Take another inhale and exhale, lower those down and take your other foot up. The modification is you stretch out. If you want it harder, you hold on to your foot, you lift up. 9, good. 8, 7, lift the thigh. 5, 4, push hard onto the hand that's on the floor. 3, 2, inhale, and then exhale. Come back down, bring your elbows down. Hold on to the plank, elbows and toes, but if you need to modify, you're on your knees. Hold here. To add on, drop the left hip a little, then the right, then the left, then the right. Funky plank. 8, 7,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, normal plank. Rest your pelvis. Now you're in Sphinx. I'm going to turn, but you can stay where you need to. See me? And hands press you up. Hold. 10. Check your neck. There's no tension. 4, 3, 2. Now we are going to lower, and then when you're down, take your legs up. Now lower your legs and lift your torso up, and then let your hands help up. And lower. And your legs. And your torso. And your legs. And your torso. And you're just going to move at your own pace here. I love to move to the natural cadence of breath. Thighs up. You're almost seeing how little tension you can create. When you do this, there's no tension in your eyes, none in your jaw, in your neck, in your upper trapezius. You're just enjoying. It's almost like you're floating. Now hold yourself in the up position. Hands help. 10. Belly lifts. 8. Good. 7. I like it. 6. Neck can release any tension. 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower down. Now let your hands be your pillow or even your forehead. Yeah. Lift up one leg and lower it. Lift up the other leg and lower, and then lift up one leg and lower and lift up the other. All right. Keep going with the intention being your neck is soft. Your shoulders are soft. 10, 9, your hips are stable. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to add on a possible swim. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Now, if you want to make this harder, all the limbs come off the floor and you continue breathing. Neck is soft. 5, 4, 3, 2, lower. Now bend the knees and hold on to your ankles. If you would like to do this one, you can interlace your fingers as a backup plan and just lift up the torso. Otherwise, you're doing bow. Beautiful. Neck is soft. With your inhale, and then exhale, lower. We're going to do it again. Hold on to your ankles. Push into the hands and lift. And lower down, and either a child's pose, or if you'd like to go into a down dog, you can, or maybe you could do both. It's releasing your low back is your first priority. And then once you're ready, you can go into a down dog, and walking the dog will get one calf and then the other. One calf and then the other. Feeling good. Let it go. Both heels can also lift up and lower, and up and down. And then we'll leave our heels down towards the floor and hold.
See if you can add your left foot pushing on your right heel. If you need a break, please take one. Otherwise, stretch out that one leg. Let that foot down and take your other one up and press it down. Eventually come to both heels. Knee down, open up. And this is going to be knee down. Good, I just came into it. You didn't miss anything. Right arm is down, right knee is down, left arm is back, left hip is up. Good. So you're kind of making this half ball. Keep breathing low in the abdomen. Now lower the hand and the knee and take the other side. Your right foot goes behind you. Your right arm goes up and behind you. We're going to take another inhale. And on your exhale, we'll come back down. And while you're in a hands and knees, make a big circle with your hips, like you're drawing a circle on the wall behind you with a paintbrush attached to your tail. Big circle. There's no perfect way. I just want you to feel like you're getting some mobility and you're stretching muscles that need stretching. Go the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. And then we're going to take your elbow down, and you can double up your mat if you'd like. I'm going to, just to show. Your feet are long, your hand is on your hip. Now we're going to take this up and over. This will be 6 times. So half exhale. It's like you're making a rainbow. 1. Have the image of painting the sky with a beautiful rainbow, and each finger is a different color. And 3, 4, 5, and 6. Beautiful. Now I'm going to take us to the other side. You can double your mat if you want a little bit more cushion underneath that elbow, your forearm. Now you're going to take a beautiful rainbow stroke, like your hand is a 5 paint colors, 5 colors, 5 paint brushes on your fingers, and sweep the sky. And 2, and 1, up. Perfect, I like it. And then let's go back down to your elbows and hold. If you would like to add an option, you can lift up a leg and lift up the other. Just a little lift. Just lift your left toes and point them to the back wall. Lift your right toes and point them. Lift your left toes and point. Lift your right toes and point. Now it's 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest your pelvis and then interlace your fingers at your lower back. Let me turn so I can be at a little better angle for you. You're going to interlace your fingers at the low back. Take your inhale and lift up. If your hands don't interlace, just put the hands beside you. Lift up your legs if you can. Relax and switch those hands. Now the other pinky's on the outside. Lift up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale and exhale. Lower down. Hands underneath your forehead. Lift up both legs and tap the feet together. And we'll do 20 taps here while your neck is soft. You should feel your hamstrings and your glutes and your inner thighs. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's going to build the glute strength in the back, and then lower yourself down. Leave your toes down. We're still trying to build bone density on these, belly down. So fingertips by your temples, lift up and lower. Your inhale lifts you. We want to build bone density. We want to build strength in the muscles on either side of our spine so we do not get rounded forward. You inhale, lift. Now, if you can add on, take one leg up when you do this upper body lift. Now do the same on the other. Your goal is to still keep the pelvis stable and still. If it sacrifices your ability to do the upper body correctly, like if you get in your neck or you feel like you're not lifting very high, just do the upper body. Otherwise, add that lower body. Now, if you want to add on, when you lifting your left leg, you lift your torso still, but you rotate the right shoulder towards the left leg. And then you lift your torso still, but your left shoulder lifts a little higher as you lift your right leg. And then you lift and rotate. You lift and rotate. Neck is soft. Four more. 3, 2, 1. And then some type of child's pose. You can push your hips back. You can curl your toes under if you would like to add a foot stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then come to your side and take your elbow underneath your shoulder. We're going to do one set of point your toes, tap your toe in front of you, lift up, tap your toe behind you. So one set of toe pointed, jump over the cupcake, jump over the moon, cow jumping over the moon. We're wanting to build density in this hip. That's another top 3 areas of bone fractures in women. We don't want that. And we're building the muscles that help keep balance. Now pull your toes back. Now you're leaving your toes pulled back. You're strengthening that muscle that helps you not shuffle. The tibialis anterior and the extensor digitorums. You're pulling those toes back, especially the pinky, and keep lifted in your ribs. And we're also building bone density. So we're trying to do a lot. And then the waist lifting up through here. 2, and 1 more. Now we're going to take this arm down like a pillow. This leg is going to come forward and it's going to stay forward out of the way, just stretched. Top toes are pointed on the bottom leg now. Go up and over a watermelon. And up and over a watermelon. Belly pulls in. 5, 6, lift it up. Keep your belly pulling on every exhale. Now we are going to pull your toes back and reach through that pinky toe, pull it back. Pull. 5, 6. These are also for stabilizers and to build bone, but this is also helpful with balance and complementing forward motion movement, which most of us do. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to do that belly down. When your belly is down, you lift up both legs and you tap your feet together 20 times. Tap. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, and 20. Let's do the other side. I'm going to put our elbow down. You're going to lift up through your ribs. This top leg is toe point down. You're lifting up through your waist. 4, 5, up through your ribs. I like it. Your head's against that imaginary wall. Now pull your toes back and really pull all 5 toes back. If you look down, your ankle is neutral or straight. You're lifting up through your ribs and you're pulling your toes back so your shin might even feel warm. 7, lift it up higher than you want to. 9, the body tries to do the bare minimum, right? 10, 10. Now we're going to lie on this arm. You're going to take that leg we just worked ahead of. You're going to take the bottom leg up over a cupcake, a big watermelon. Lift up. This leg is soft. Try to make the top leg soft. Point. Pull the toes back. Do 10. Lift up. Neck is soft. Perfect. Okay, and then we're gonna take both legs out. So we're adding on to this side, stay up, and do the top leg up and down. You can look down and see that leg in your peripheral. Keep the bottom leg up. Both legs are up, but you're doing it up and down. Now, after you do 10 with the top leg, pull your toes back and lift the bottom leg up and down. Pull your toes back and lift the bottom leg up and down. Try to control it on the way down. You're going just as slow on the way down as you go up. 6, 7, 8, 9. Now lower your belly down to the floor, hands like a pillow, lift up both legs, tap your toes in the air. 10 more. And then we're gonna go to the other side. So take your elbow down, lift yourself up, take your top leg, or sorry, not your elbows down underneath you like a pillow. Lift up both legs. Now the top leg's gonna go higher. Try to keep your toes pointing forward. It's easier to lift it up like this for sure, but you want to get that hip abductor that tends to get weak in people and it can create balance issues and some low back dysfunction. Now your bottom leg, pull your toes back, goes up and down. Notice how I'm not just up and then dropping down. I'm up and I'm controlling it. Up, 6, 7. Good. Now, belly down, 20 little toe taps once you get down. So lie on your belly, lift up your legs, toe tap. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now, the right arm goes underneath the body and the left arm opens up. This is called a knee down twist. We just went in it from a belly down position. Look over to the left side. Feels so good. Feel that hip. Feel that low back. Feel that chest and shoulder. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, go belly down. That way you can go to the other side. Left arm underneath, right arm opens, and your knee, your right knee comes up to 90. Good. Relaxing that shoulder. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, lie on your back. And for a moment, take a full body stretch. Stretch out everything that we just worked. And we are going to take the right leg in and hug it. Now, when you do this, take your left leg out. If you would like to add on, you can take your left leg out. Now lift up your shoulder blades. Still hug your leg and now switch. Now hug your other leg. And then switch and hug your other leg. And hug your other leg. You got it. Now, if this is too hard, go back to the lie down variation where you're just stretching your leg in. If you would like to add on, pull your toes back. Press through your heel. Hug one leg, press through your heel.
Lift up just a little higher if you've fallen at all. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then hug both legs in. Just a little rock here. And we're gonna take the feet like they're a diamond. Can you make your feet like a diamond, your knees wide? Now take your inhale to lift your arms. Exhale, lift up and clap. One hand is between your legs and one hand is around your legs. So inhale, you exhale, you clap around one leg. Now you clap around the other leg. That's gonna make sure you get up high enough that your hands have contact. Exhale. If you want it harder, your arms just go vertical and then over. So that way you don't have any throw, or you're trying not to throw. All right, we're gonna stay on both hands on the around the left thigh and just take a little pulse. 10, 5, good. All right, rest for just a moment. Head down, lift up the arms. Take the hands through the window, the left hand through the window, the right hand on the outside. And here we go. 10, 9. Squeeze your legs, your heels towards each other. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now rest for a minute. Take those hands to your feet and let your knees be wider than your ribs. It's okay to little rock as well. You're kind of just letting your inner thighs relax, your pelvic floor relax. Now, if you can, take your right 2 first fingers and wrap your big toe. Extend your left leg either on the floor for a modified, and your right leg up to as much as you can. There's a little hamstring stretch, or left leg off the floor. If you can, lift up, shoulder blades off the mat, left hand on that left thigh. Hold. 10. Belly is pulling in. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Recover for a moment. Now, when you bend your knees, it's a lot easier to grab your big toes, your big toe. Your 2 fingers are around the left big toe. Your right leg could be so many different ways, maybe down, maybe up. Lift up, you could stretch that left leg up. Your right hand can be on your right thigh. 10, 9. You kind of have 2 things going here, right? The hamstring and the abs. 4, 3, 2. Inhale. Now on your exhale, lower down, put your feet on the floor. Now inhale and curl up. I want you to have a few options here. So one is just your basic bridge. Another could be you interlace your fingers at your low back and you walk your shoulders more underneath you. Now check your neck, it's soft. You can do that, or if you would like to do a fuller back bend, you could put your hands behind you and push up. 10, 5, 3, 2, and exhale. Begin lowering. Take your right ankle to your left thigh, reach your hands to that window. And if you want to rock a little here, you can. Relax your body. You can move your ankles here as well. And take another inhale. And as you're ready, take the other side, ankle to thigh. And your hands could reach through to the thigh. If your knee's okay, you can reach to the shin. And if you want to move your ankles, you're welcome to. Your toes are also a nice place so you can get these here. You should feel your left hip. Notice how that hip feels. And then take a moment to release. I am gonna show a quad stretch. If you want to use your roller, you can, to lie on your back, and you put your head on one end and your sacrum on the other. You could also do this like a one-legged bridge, or turn on your side and hold onto your foot. Good. So if you're, yes, I see everything looks great. Ribs are down. And good. This is such a nice release because it's so good for the back as well. Ribs down, pubic bone up with your abs. If you don't do those contractions, your low back often gets too swayed. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, either lie on your other side and pull your hand to your foot, or you can take that foot underneath you in a quad stretch. Your ribs pull down, your pubic bone pulls up. This is a great chance to also let your eyes soften or close and start breathing in through the nose and fill the diaphragm with the air. That way you're also further helping your nervous system, which often gets accidentally recruited into a fight or flight or freeze or fawn. There's some people say there's a fourth one called fawn, fourth response. So basically into unhealthy patterns. And what we're doing is letting the nervous system know it can relax. It doesn't have to be on alert now that you're safe. That way, all that energy that's wasted towards being on alert when you're not in a real emergency can go towards healing, rebuilding, repair, rejuvenation, helping immunity, which is really good right now, helping decrease muscular tightness because you consciously relax those muscles. The nervous system works better when it has that release, that state of relaxation. The muscles can rebuild. The thyroid works better when it's not having to respond to that fight or flight cocktail of hormones that are in stress response. So many different functions that you're helping just by tapping into parasympathetic calming. The brain goes from figuring out problems into a theta brain state, creative, healing. That's where all the really good ideas come. Just relax and enjoy that feeling. It's like you're taking a bath for the inside of the body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and on the 1, if you would like, you can roll off. And just having a little bit of a intuition to roll out the upper back. If you do not want to roll out your upper back, you can do a bridge. But if you're needing that, you just lift up your booty and roll out the upper back. Good. Your hands could be behind your head so that you have some support. You might try an extension. You might try flexion. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and on the 1, Any way that you want to rest, you can. I'm going to offer that you can rest vertically on your roller, or underneath the sacrum the roller could go. And just find a way that's comforting to you. You could be in Shavasana with nothing, or the feet up in the wall. Take a moment to let your breath bias the exhale. That way you're releasing any tension we might have left behind. You can even visibly sigh, or if you can yawn, that's another great way to help re-regulate the system. Relax the eyes, relax the jaw, melt the scalp muscles, relax the shoulders and the chest, and let your breath just come in through the nose and go anywhere it needs to go without forcing it. Take a few breaths here. Enjoying that sweet breath. Take another exhale. Slowly wiggle your fingers and your toes, and you can make your way out of your lying position. Take your time and come up to a seated. Your hands can cover your heart, and let your eyes still close, and just let your breath go to your heart field. You can take an inhale knowing you're going to give your attention to your intuition, to what you need for nourishment of the body. And your exhale releases any shame or judgment or criticism. It just gets rid of anything heavy that doesn't serve you. So take another inhale. We're going to make a little connection to our heart. So we're basically asking our heart, our body, what do we need today? It can be as easy as a green juice smoothie. And then exhale, let go of any tension. Inhale. What do you need today? You're just asking your heart. It could be as easy as every time you catch yourself being critical of yourself or having unnecessary shame, that you let that go and you replace it with a kind thought towards yourself. And that'll in turn help with kindness in these situations you're in today. Take one more inhale, set your intention. Kind, loving, careful, caring, careful. In other words, you're caring towards the self, caring towards other day. So notice how it feels just to stop for a moment and realign. It's kind of like filling your car up with gas. Realigning. And then whenever you're ready, come back into the room, and with much care, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for coming. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thanks so much. Bye guys. Thank you.